already know this is Punch Wrong Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night of boxing it was. What a night of boxing it was. An historic night of heavyweight division. Tyson Fury, what a great win. Historic win, a epic win. Man, the way he won, nobody thought that he was going to win like that. Now, of course, there's going to be Tyson Fury people. There's going to be people that projected that Tyson Fury was going to win and be like, come on, what you talking about, Punch Drunk? Of course we thought Tyson Fury was going to win. He actually beat him in the first fight. Yeah, he won, but not in the way that we thought that he was going to win. Stop it. Stop it, or you are a liar. You a liar. You're going to be Mr. Pinocchio if you thought that Tyson Fury was going to win in the same manner that he won last night. Now, we thought that he was going to be flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee, do his Muhammad Ali impression, stay on the outside, jab him, outbox him, give him the sweet signs, give him a boxing class like he did the first fight. Of course, Deontay Wilder has some good openings in the first fight, knocked him down a couple of times, but at the end of the day, we already knew that Deontay Wilder lost almost every round. But this performance by Tyson Fury, he obliterated Deontay Wilder. He wiped the floor with this guy. He was licking blood off his neck and everything. Man, Mr. Vampire to last night. He did everything that you want to see from a heavyweight fighter. He could talk the talk, walk the walk, put some big punches in, lay some big punches, knocked him out, had the corner throwing in the towel. The corner didn't even know where the towel came from. He was Jesus. I speak and believe and receive it. Oh yeah, receive this towel. Hell no. We don't want to see no more of that. What is this? Another crucifixion? Hell no. I'm sorry, you already know, man. A little humor. But you saw the title of the video, and I said, you saw the title of the video, and of course, people gonna be like, "Come on, Punch Drunk." Every time a fighter loses, they always want to blame the trainer. Every time a fighter loses, they want the trainer to be fired. Nah, but you gotta listen to me in this one. Take your time and listen to me on this one. I'm not blaming the trainers. I'm not blaming the trainer. I'm blaming the fighter not to make a great decision for his career. I'm blaming Deontay Wilder for being too loyal for his own good. And what do I mean by being too loyal for his own good? Of course, a lot of people always want people around them that is loyal in their life. I understand that. You want your wife to be loyal, you want a husband to be loyal, you want your friends to be loyal, family members, co-workers, or whatever you want. Loyalty is very, very important in life itself. And that's why I love to translate boxing into life itself and have a communication with y'all so we could better ourselves. And that's why I love the beauty of boxing, because it translates to life itself. Everything you do in boxing, the glitz, the grit, the heart, the determination, the nutrition, the way you gotta get up, the dedication, all that stuff translates, the ups and downs, the survival mode and things of that nature. It translates into life itself. Excuse my neighbor cutting wood. Now, what I mean by he should change, it's his fault about his trainers. It's like this. Deontay Wilder, we all know. Well, first let me say it like this, because let me get props to his trainers before I start going in on what this video is really all about. And I want you to understand me. We already know Deontay Wilder started at the age of 19, walked in the gym at the age of 19, almost 20, as an adult. Learn real fast to the point where we see him today in this stage. So we already know that Deontay Wilder is a smart guy to actually grasp all the information at an old age and still manage to be a heavyweight champion of the world. Not just only a heavyweight champion of the world, but actually the baddest man on the planet. The baddest man on the planet. Look what we saw yesterday. Magnificent turnout. Broke the record in Nevada. So I say this. We know that Deontay Wilder is a fast learner. And we also know that when you enter to an elite level, and we all know these trainers did good for Deontay Wilder, they did great. They took him to the point where they could take him. To the point where they could take him. Up to the point where they could take him. And once they took him there, in my opinion, there's no more. You need somebody else, not to just take it to the elite level, but to manage yourself in the elite level and go from the elite level to to a great fighter, from a great fighter to an historic and a legend fighter. See, a lot of people think because you go to the elite level, look, we know in the sport of boxing, a champion could be a champion. Belts is thrown away, it's given away now. We seen Devin Haney get a belt. He ain't winning, he just got a belt. World champion. At the end of the day, just because you up there in the elite, because you're a top fighter, that doesn't mean that that's it. You're stamped one of the greatest. No. There is levels to this game. Trainers know it, boxers know it, fans, hardcore boxing fans know it, and true boxing media know it. There's levels to this stuff. So I feel like his trainers took him up and they did a great job, a wonderful job taking Deontay Wilder up to where he's at right now. But to manage that, when it's time to elite versus elite, then it got to be some switches going around. Many of the greats have switched trainers. Manny Pacquiao has switched to Rose to change, and look what happened to his career. Oscar De La Hoya needed Floyd Mayweather Sr. It added more to his career, to his arsenal. It's about putting more tools in the toolbox. It's about sharpening your tools and also adding into your toolbox. With Deontay Wilder, it was just sharpening the tools. But remember, there's other fighters that see Deontay Wilder and they train and they prepare and they study. They go into the lab and they study this man. If he doesn't have anything else to bring to the table and he's looking the same and he's getting older and looking the same, a great fighter is going to catch up to him. A great fighter is going to do his due diligence. Because, and I'm going to give you an example. Tyson Fury changed his trainer. And there was a lot of people saying, why? Why is he changing his trainer? What did he do? He fought a great fight. He beat Deontay Wilder. The difference between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury is that Tyson Fury did not just win last night. He won in preparation. See, Tyson Fury was not content with what he did the first fight. No, he took it like a loss. Deontay Wilder took it like a win. So for him, we just got to polish it up. This time we just going to lay him out and he ain't going to get up. Tyson Fury wanted to change everything up. Everything up. And you saw in preparation, Deontay Wilder wanted to stay the same. Tyson Fury wanted to learn and get better. You got to understand that this sport, and Deontay Wilder knows, I left this in an Instagram post. If you want to go to his Instagram and see my post, what I'm saying right now, I posted to Deontay Wilder, and I hope his people see. I hope Deontay Wilder sees it. Because at the end of the day, these are my modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. They put their life on the line for a pure entertainment. I respect all these fighters that get inside the ring. I don't give a damn how you look at them. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to look at these guys the way I look at these guys. So, if you love combat sports, I posted that in Deontay Wilder's comment because Tyson Fury prepared himself to be better, to learn, to add to the toolbox. Even though everybody was skeptical, well, why he changing his corner? This sport is a life or death sport. This ain't basketball, this ain't hockey, this ain't figure skating, this ain't volleyball. This is a life or death sport. And if I have the resources, I need my conditioning coach, I need my trainers, I need the best for me to go inside that ring and risk my life. I need to be the utmost, the best. My potential has to exceed. I have to exceed my potential. Every resources I have to be a better fighter, I need that. And Tyson Fury prepared to beat Deontay Wilder. He was not content. Deontay Wilder was prepared just to be loyal to the people that got him there. And you don't need to, and I'm going to say it like this, and this goes out for his trainers. If you know deep down in your heart you cannot exceed his potential, if you took him to a level where you yourself as a trainer can't do more for that guy, you gotta love and respect Deontay Wilder enough to say, you know what, Deontay Wilder, I love you. I took you to a point where I could take you, but you need more, and I can't do more for you. Now, of course, I still work around you. I hold the mitts. I'll help out with the team. I still stand by your side. But it's also the responsibility of a trainer. If you love your fighter, if you have a genuine love for this man, it's to resign because you can't do more for this man. But there's other trainers that could do more in this level. They could do more. And Deontay Wilder needs to understand that as loyal he is to y'all, he has to be loyal to himself. He has to be loyal to his potential, to his ability. He has to be loyal because he is the one that's putting himself on the line. He is the one that's risking his life. And he got to be at the utmost. He got to be at the best that he could be. Not to be loyal, worried about, oh man, but these guys took me here and I got to be loyal to these guys because they took me where nah. If they understand they love you enough, they know, be like, yo, I gotta let you go because I gotta get better. Y'all took me where I need to be at, but right now I gotta exceed this level. I just don't want to be an elite fighter. I want to be a great fighter. I just don't want to be a great fighter. I want to be a legendary fighter. Because Deontay Wilder still at this point, even with the loss yesterday, had the potential to be that. Lewis has Stewart. There's a lot of boxers that has gone to another trainer to enhance. Cotto with Roach. These guys could have stayed with the guy that stayed. I'm going to give you an example. Ryan Garcia, his father, and I give this example yesterday in my live show. Ryan Garcia, his father, he took Ryan Garcia into the professional level up to where he can. But you know what? Ryan Garcia's father was like, you know what? My son could be way better. And I know I might not have the knowledge to be, but I could be a spokesperson. I could be his encourager. You know, I could be a spokesman. But you know what? I'm gonna give it to Reynoso because Reynoso is a trainer that got one of the best pound for pound dudes in the sport of boxing, Canelo Alvarez. I need my son to be with that because I want the best for my son. And it's very hard to do that. It's very hard for a trainer to do that because, of course, in the boxing world, it's a whole people, a bunch of egos. Everybody feel like they could do the best. You gotta be realistic. You gotta be real. So Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, needs to let go of his trainer. Not because of the way he lost, because we already know Deontay Wilder. He used in all the fights that he goes round for round. We know that he's probably losing in every fight by points. We know that. We know that. And it's just not only this fight. It's the Ortiz fight. It's a couple of fights before that. Not the fights that he had knocked out the guy in the first round. But there's a lot of fights, except for the Silver when he won the WBC title. But before that, we saw that Deontay Wilder, when it goes to rounds, he actually loses the round. He does not fight to win rounds. And if you're depending on the big punch, look what his trainer said yesterday after the Ghost, I'm gonna call him the Ghost, threw the towel, because they didn't even know who threw the towel. He said in the post fight conference that we didn't want to throw in. I really didn't want to throw in the towel because we know that Deontay Wilder got that punch. We know that Deontay Wilder got that punch. So it tells me that y'all not willing to make the proper adjustment or tell him the proper adjustment because you know that he got that punch. You want Deontay Wilder to bail y'all out at the corner. You want his right hand to keep bailing y'all out. We see that Deontay Wilder really doesn't go by instruction or probably not giving the right instructions. Because if they depending on that punch and they're not depending on their skills and teaching ability to make those type of adjustments that he didn't make, and on any other fight he don't make no adjustments, then the trainer needs to go. Because in the boxing, it's just not about training, it's also about teaching. And that's the art that's missing in the sport of boxing today. It's teachers, like Bernard Hopkins said, and we do agree with that. So I think it's best for Deontay Wilder and for his trainers to step aside, resign, or Deontay Wilder fight. It speaks of high volume if his trainers just resign. Their position, it doesn't mean that you can't be in his camp, but in the position to be head trainers. Because if the head if he said yesterday, these guys said, oh, we're not a traditional, I'm head trainer, but he gets to say so. The corner is ambiguity. And you're looking for Deontay Wilder to bail y'all out with his God-given power, but not but not the mind. So let me know what y'all think. In the end of the day, Tyson Fury not only beat Deontay Wilder in the ring, he beat him in preparation. He beat him in trying to sharpen the tools and add more tools in the toolbox. He did the due diligence. He was the smart man outside in the preparation and in the ring. And Deontay Wilder was just a man trying to be loyal. Sometimes being too loyal is not great. Even being loyal has to be managed. Even being loyal has its levels. Being loyal to you is keeping it real as well. Being loyal to Deontay Wilder, being loyal to them is keeping it real. I'm loyal to y'all. Thank you. But just like in life, you about to take a cab and go to the airport, right? You take a cab, they leave you in the airport. Thank you, cab driver. Thank you for your services, for getting me to the point where I need to go. Now I need to get the guy in the luggage to help me out. Boom, thank you. Boom, get into the plane. Thank you, pilot. Boom, I'm here. Boom. It's like that. That doesn't mean that you're not gracious. That doesn't mean that you're not thankful for those stages in life. But it needs to happen. You can't depend on a cab driver to fly the plane, even though it's still traveling, even though they could get you someplace. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, there's a lot of examples that we could give. This is Punch Unboxing, man. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree or disagree. This is Punch Unboxing. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you get my updated videos, baby. This is Punch Unboxing. On to the next.